are ready for football. So are they as the Packers get set to match up
with the Washington football team. Taken at the goal line. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
This one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Fitzpatrick. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards, the final tally. Throwing Fitzpatrick. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. To throw, Fitzpatrick. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 18.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Rodgers.
A check down here to Jones.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, they just watched the other team take the ball downfield and score, so they knew that this drive, this opening drive, was on them. And, boy, that was important to pick up that first down there and keep this one going.
Rodgers now on first down. It's caught here by Adams. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. Rodgers teaming up with Lazard there for a Packer first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Rodgers now on first down.
Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
3 yards the gain there, second down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
Hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They run again with Dillon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Rodgers leaves to Dillon on the draw. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw with Rodgers.
They'll set up a screen for Dillon.
Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone.
he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Second and 10. Fitzpatrick slings this deep from McLaurin. It got his man complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And Washington able to come up with a quick strike touchdown. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Rodgers on the return. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way, because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On second down, Dillon. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Here's Rodgers to throw.
throws it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
And this defense definitely in his head there on 3rd down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And a nice gain at 21 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number? For a really good game for a receiver. So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Fitzpatrick. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Gibson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead is up to 15 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Rodgers on the return.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tonyan.
Now Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And he's going to have the Packers first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Rolling to his right. Rodgers sliding to a stop with a first down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On play action, now Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tonyan. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers, he'll drop this underneath for Jones. Touchdown! Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Packers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
They attempted to fade to the back corner of the end zone unsuccessfully. And I've been with you long enough, Brandon. I know it's not one of your favorite calls.
Well, it's interesting. Before working with you, I always viewed that as you're just taking away space and you're trapping yourself in a corner. But you actually have told me they're trying to create space where space is not.
Yeah, it's really a weird deal, isn't it? But you've got to just move that defender inside to create that separation and that little bit of space where there just isn't much.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. To throw is Fitzpatrick. That's out to the flat for Gibson. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Fitzpatrick taking a shot for Samuel. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
On 2nd down, Fitzpatrick again. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Steps away. Look out, Rodgers. Lost the football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Fitzpatrick now after the fumble recovery. Slings this deep from McLaurin.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Rasul Douglas picks it.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And from here, might not be able to take a knee. Might need to run a play here this close to their goal line.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line.
So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top.
As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Rodgers now to throw. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Rodgers.
This one complete to Tunyon underneath.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Rodgers again now. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Dancing to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense.
It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Rodgers going to throw.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 17-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
On 2nd and 15 now. Rodgers buying time to his left. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the...
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Robert Tonyan,
his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are back within a score. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is down to 2. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
On second down, here's Gibson again. It's a first down and more for Gibson.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
44 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Eight yards to go on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick going to give to Gibson.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. third down. Fitzpatrick. And down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked. Rashawn Gary drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Here's Tressway now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Travis Carey. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
On first down, it's Gibson, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
6 yards left on 2nd down. Now it's a bootleg with Fitzpatrick. And he'll complete this to Gibson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Gibson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Gibson again. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Here's Fitzpatrick. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Rodgers on the return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tonyan.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Cameron Curl.
They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Following the interception here, Fitzpatrick.
Touchdown, Washington.
Terry McLaurin, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. A 15-point game now. You make the extra point, and that means on the other side you need 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions. That's a pretty tall order here in the 4th quarter.
Agreed, because they really needed to come up with a stop there, and even if it was just to hold them to a field goal. Now they need to pull out the lucky horseshoe because they've got to get an onside kick, and we've seen nowadays those are incredibly difficult to come by.
And not to mention they got to get the touchdown and a 2-point conversion first.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Rodgers on the return.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Rodgers. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. On play action, Rodgers. Flushed out right. Looking deep for Adams. And that's caught inside the 35. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Rodgers to throw once more. Letting one go deep for the end zone.
And it is incomplete. I had a defender running right with him. And now it's 3rd down.
I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics.
And down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Fitzpatrick hitting Samuel on the slant. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Fitzpatrick now. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Fitzpatrick slings this deep from McLaurin. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Rasul Douglas picks it. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Steps away to his left, and he'll just get rid of it.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Able to find Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st down, Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Rodgers now on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And again, it's Rodgers. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. And he's going to go down again. going to burn their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
2 straight sacks have them backed up now for a 3rd and goal.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Washington,
the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos.